What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? Boogie2988. Wait, I'm not Boogie2988. Although he did win an award recently. Grats to him. Genuine. I actually voted for him, or excuse me, voted to nominate him myself, tried to promote him. I would rather him win than Angry Joe. There were a couple other people who were involved who were cool, though. So you want to hear something weird? Here, smell my hand. Smell my hand. Through the internet. Use the power of the internet to smell my hand. Okay, now that you're done not smelling my hand, because that's not possible, there's a faint bleach smell, right? So I go into the sink in the kitchen, and it's filled up. And so I'm still kind of thinking about the show and figuring out what I'm going to do next and trying to line up all the PSX stuff I got to talk about. And so I get into the kitchen, and my mind isn't on where I am. All I see is that the sink is backed up, okay? So I look at that, and I'm like, oh, I've got to unback that. So very first thing I have to do to unback up a sink is to, yeah, no kidding, Lurker, is to shove my hand into it and make sure there's nothing that's going to get in the way of the blades. You always check around the blades before you turn on the thing. So I shoved my hand in there. I did ask about it first, but I asked the wrong question, so I shoved my hand in there, and then my stepdad's like, you probably want to wash your hands immediately, because it's filled to the brim with chemical gunk trying to break a clog. I have washed my hand 4 times since then. Still smells a little bit of bleach, like I said. Because I am an intelligent person. This is why you watch me, is because of my brain, right? My giant throbbing brain of smartness. I has smartness. I swear. Make sure we're up to date, which we are. Excellent. Anyways, hi guys. Yes, my brain is throbbing, as anyone who's played Plants vs. Zombies 2 can tell you. When you lose, and you could actually poke your brain, and your brain goes... It's your brain, too, because your brain is the one being eaten. Let me through. Oh, she's letting me through. Okay. Oh, we're almost at the lush jungle. We can almost get our Leafeon. Did we have a Leafeon? What do you mean, Malachor? It's right there. Let's see. Wait, it can't use the Waterium. Why can't it use the Waterium? It can use the Normalium. Oh, that's right. Never mind, that actually makes sense. Yeah, I swear we have a Leafeon. And we do, it's Codex. Okay, so Codex will be our Leafeon. We're about to be at the area where we can evolve our Leafeon. Welcome to Route 8. In fact, we have a Leafeon right now! Leafeon, best Eon. I'm sorry, but Leafeon is the best Eon. We all know this to be true. If you deny it, then you deny the truth in your heart. This is weird. The Aether Foundation? Okay, sure. I'll go find a Stuffle. Hey, little Billy. That's an interesting argument. Even if Pokemon are delicious, you shouldn't eat them. But they're delicious. They're so delicious. The Aether Foundation. Or, if you prefer, one of the Infinity Stones. Both are acceptable. You there! Oh, excuse me, it's a nerd.
You there! Oh, excuse me, I am a scientist. My name is Chillrun. The theme of my research is bringing out the potential of Pokemon. What brings out the power of Pokemon is the bond they share with trainers. Thus, I am drawn to trainers like yourselves. Trainers bond their Pokemon through the power of the Z-Ring. Oh yeah, what's your name? Yes, to commemorate your encounter, have a TM. Flame Charge, yeah!
I don't know why he's Skeletor. I don't know.
You're able to utilize Flame Charge fully. You'll have to be a great battle with the totem in the next trial in Lush Jungle, yeah!
Wait, what? He wants to know if Z-Power surpasses the Mega Ring? Is this guy from the previous games? Hey, Surge. Aha! It's a Rattata. The most beautiful and deadly creature in all the wilds. Whenever it shows the frick up. Oh my god. Kind of Little Billy, but basically no. I'm like level 20 in Black and White 2 right now. What's your reason, Athera? You can go and bring it up, Surge. I obviously haven't brought up most of the stuff from the PSX yet. I'm going to be doing my big thing about that tomorrow. Where'd the Rattata go? Come back, Rattata. I miss you. Seriously. But yeah, I do plan to talk about a lot of PSX stuff tomorrow. So much stuff that I'm actually going to cancel the other stuff I was going to talk about. PSX Sunday, where I talk about games I don't care about. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. But I mean, honestly, Last of Us 2, a remaster. I need to do more research before I really give my opinion right now, but my initial reaction to everything I've heard so far is just, eh. That being said, obviously I am not a fan of The Last of Us, so I mean, it would stand to reason that I wouldn't be super excited about The Last of Us 2, right? I should check what we got here. Would anyone like a carrot? I'm curious what they would do with a sequel to Last of Us, though. Honestly. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people like Last of Us. In fact, I think I'm one of only 3 people I know who is not. Okay. There's a fossil restoration center here. But that's not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is Pokemon. Oh, there is one new Pokemon here. It's a 5%er. Of course it is. And nope, I'm wrong. There's also a 1%er here too. Oh, really, Meat Fist? That actually surprises me. The vast majority of my viewers like Last of Us. In fact, Last of Us has been a requested video game for me to do a video of for quite some time. It's one of the only remaining games on the forbidden list, actually. Because I am horrible and have no taste, Malachor. Yes, seriously, Lurker. Yes, the four of us are the four horsemen. Okay, this is ridiculous. Let's see. Anything pornographic is on the forbidden list. Anything excessively graphic in terms of visceral violence, such as, say, Dead Space, is on the list. And The Last of Us is on the list. I think that's it. I call it the duh list. Basically, if you have to ask, it's probably forbidden. Billy brings us our coffee in the morning. That's what he does. Whoops. Why don't I like The Last? I always hate that question. Because the only reason anyone ever asks me that question is because they love it and they want to know what's wrong with me for not liking it. Okay, so, first of all, I don't find the gameplay of Last of Us intriguing at all. I'll just start with that. Second of all, so, I mean, in other words, gameplay-wise, there's nothing there for me. It's not what I would call a bad game, but it's nothing that I enjoy. So, with that. That's the first problem. Second of all, it's really depressing because it's basically about not only how horrible humanity is in general, and how horrible you have to be to survive, it's about how you should, thematically speaking, I should say, give up on the idea of ever having anything beyond simple survival. That the idea of aspiring to something greater is a foolish notion. So, it's very depressing. And I don't mean it's sad. Okay, I want to make that clear. I like sad games. I love games that make me cry. I do not like games that make me depressed. Next problem. The game is very gross. Like, I can tolerate grossness, and there are several games that I do like that have a lot of grossness in them. But I don't like. I have to have something to tolerate grossness for. And as I've already listed here, you know, I've just got neutrals or negatives thus far. So the grossness is, you know, nothing's offsetting it, is what I'm trying to say. Flash a card. And I had another point I was going to bring up, which I can't even remember right now. I really did have another point. I can't remember it right now. Whatever. The end. Now, in the interests of total honesty, is Last of Us a well-presented game? Absolutely. I think it's actually got a lot going for it in terms of the way it's presented, the way it's constructed. If it wasn't gross, if it wasn't depressing, I would probably enjoy it. In fact, there's no probably. I would enjoy it. Because I can get over gameplay that is a neutral for me if there's story that... I mean, I can get over gameplay that I hate for a good story. I did that with Paper Mario Color Splash recently. I've done that for Final Fantasy Tactics, you know? So, but those 2 points just pushed me too far away from it to really be able to do anything with it. Now, if you're wondering why it's on the forbidden list, it's because of that depression thing I just mentioned. Any game that actually triggers real depression in me is something I probably shouldn't be playing. That's why Last of Us is on the forbidden list. Wow, little Billy. So you're Frank. Now, ignoring whether I like Last of Us or not, what I want to know is where they're going to go with the story. Last of Us ended in a weird way. Like, it pretty much, there's no other individual games that are in the Forbidden List. There's that game, that one game, and then there's anything that shouldn't be on the list to begin with, and things that gross me out too much to endure. That's pretty much it. The Forbidden List is actually really, really, really small. Generally, if you have to ask if a game is forbidden, it probably is. Because the very idea of something being forbidden is pretty extreme, as far as I'm concerned. So, Last of Us ended in a fairly simultaneously conclusive, and yet at the same time open way. Like, it ended the story that it was telling pretty much 100%. Like, it completely tied it up, and it's done, it's over. And there's no real room for that specific plot arc to continue. But it also ended in a way that was basically, and oh my god, it's a frickin' Gyarados. It ended in a way that's like, and now we will continue going through the world, so they could just start off any new story they wanted to after that. I have a feeling they did that on purpose. Call me weird. I wonder what this will do to him. It's a level 11 Gyarados. See, 40k doesn't depress me. 40k is horrible, but not depressing. Half-Life 2 is horrible. In fact, Half-Life 2 is arguably in a worse state than The Last of Us, but in no way does it depress me. That's why I keep trying to make that clear, that distinction between the two. You know what I hate most for rumination requests? When people ask me to ruminate on something I have nothing to talk about. Like, if you ask me to ruminate on Dead or Alive Extreme 3, I'd just look at it like... So... It's a game. And there's stuff happening. And it would be like a 20-second rumination, because I have no idea what I'd talk about. I've had 2 of those recently. Although both of them ended up being about 20 to 40 minutes, so go figure. Oops, I ran. That was, Warhammer Marines, I think? Little Billy? Rumination on anime. Anime is a thing! And then that's the end. That's the end of the rumination. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. God dang it. I'm looking at the right list, right? Fishing. Oh no, that's... No, yeah, that's fishing. Magikarp, Wishy-Washy, and... yeah, okay. Sure it is, Star Wars. Sure it is. I actually have not regularly read comics in quite some time, Dragon Cat, but I keep up on comics a little bit, and I am very well versed in older comics, because I used to be a really big follower of comics and the history of the industry and all that fun stuff. I kind of fell out of comics because of their lack of consequences, basically. I'm pretty sure Anime Man is very dead. And will stay so forever. Hey, Sean. Don't call for another Gyarados. Hey, Lord of Mordor. Which webcomics do I keep up with? I gotta pull up the list, because I read a lot. I read... Darths and Droids, Girl Genius, Misfile, MSP Paint, Masterpieces, although it hasn't updated forever. Penny Arcade, PvP Online, questionable content. That one stopped updating. Sinfest, Adventures of Wonderella, which also has kind of stopped updating. Order of the Stick, VG Cats, the Captain SNES, XKCD, Earthworld, Dark Legacy, Adventures of Dr. McNinja, Sam and Fuzzy, Awkward Zombie, the rest of these... Oh, and Table Titans. I was going to say, most of these haven't updated in a really long time. So that's it. I still check them every day, just in case. Who won the contest, Lurk? It's okay, Tom RP. Now you can die for Anime Man. I kind of agree with you on that, Star Wars. I can even recall the specific comic series that burnt me out, although I don't remember the name of it. It was right about when Superboy Prime was running around, if anybody remembers that particular arc. After he punched the holes in reality. And there was like this big old thing that was like, okay, so here's Superboy Prime and he's doing this, and there's this big changing event, and then at the end of the thing, all it did... It felt like the middle of a story. Like, it ended on a point that felt like the middle of a story, and I remembered at that moment, or I realized at that moment that that's all comics ever did, and it pissed me off. It actually upset me, because I had been following the whole series, desperately wondering what was going to happen next, and after that arc concluded, it was like, just another day. You know, no conclusion. No, this is before Blackest Night. No conclusion of anything. No finale, no nothing. It was just, and then more stuff happens, and that was the end of the issue. And that was the exact moment it really clinched for me, that I was like, you know what, comics never end. And thus, there's no real conclusive arcs. Now, of course, that itself is an inaccurate statement. There are specific comics that do have arcs. But comics overall had gotten to the point, like if you just read the comic series or a book series, it's like, it just keeps going and going and going and going forever. Rather than having arc. And I don't like that. In fact, I hate that. To give you another example. All-Star Superman, is, in my opinion, one of the best comics ever. It is a defined, cohesive arc. It doesn't begin at the origin of everything, and it doesn't end at the end of everything, but that one arc is one cohesive plot arc. You with me? So I'm not saying that comics need to end. I'm saying that arcs need to end. I'm saying that you need to have some narrative structure rather than just, and then it meanders forever. Anyways. So that's why I haven't really followed comics in a while. Also, Superboy Prime was just ridiculous and dumb. I do enjoy Earthworld quite a lot. Rick and Morty. You don't want to hear my thoughts on Rick and Morty. I have nothing positive to say about it, personally. That's as nice as I can put that sentence. Kingdom Come is another good example of an arc storyline. Which is also DC, by the way. Age of Apocalypse in Marvel is another good example of arc. Beginning and end. Even though, again, it wasn't the beginning of everything and it wasn't the end of everything. But you get my point. I think I've made my point. I think you all know what I mean. Oh, crap. We got this, guys. Well, a couple of friends of mine really enjoy Rick and Morty. I really don't. I didn't find anything interesting about them story-wise, Little Billy. It felt like they were trying to go in too much of a, for lack of a better term, weird direction. It also felt like it was examining more of the... I'm trying to think how to put this without sounding insulting, because I don't want to sound insulting. The Sandman comics are actually quite high quality. But they really pushed me off them. Like, I actually can't stand reading them. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Would you believe I always feel bad when people ask me questions like that, by the way? I'm not saying that to make you feel guilty or anything. It's just, when someone asks me, why don't you like insert popular thing here, I always feel bad to say, well, it's not my thing. Because I know how it feels. Like, I know how it would feel. I have felt this before. If someone walks up to me and says, just to use it as an example, FF6 is dog crap. It's a terrible game. And someone meaning that, legitimately. That's a hard thing to hear, given how much investment an individual can personally have in a work. If someone loves The Last of Us, if someone loves The Witcher, if someone loves Sandman comics, if someone loves Dead Space, there's been several examples over there. Someone loves Dark Souls, and they ask me, oh, what do you think of this? And I'm just like, I really don't like it. So I try really, really hard to couch my comments as carefully as I can, because I don't want to come off as mean, and I don't want to come off as dismissive, and I don't want to try and make them feel like they need to get defensive about something they love, because I'm not trying to say that what they like is crap. Yeah, I have actually had someone come to me and say, this is no joke, that Babylon 5 is junk. I've had someone come to me and say that Babylon 5 was junk for two big reasons. You ready for this, Lurker? Number one, because it had no impact on science fiction as a whole, which I would actually disagree with. And number two, because it had too much contiguous storytelling. It had what I refer to as string continuity, arcs across episodes, and that made it a weaker show overall. And I've had someone tell me that I am stupid for liking Babylon 5. For loving Babylon 5. Not a Gyarados, not a Gyarados. Yeah, that's why I try to be very careful about that, Corrales, when I say, well, I just don't like this because, in my earlier videos, I made the mistake of acting like I was talking to my friends who know me. To my friends, I could just say, oh, Last of Us is crap. Now, I don't mean that. The Last of Us is actually not crap. As I said, it's quite well done game. But my friends know me well enough to know that I don't mean that as it's a crap game. I mean, I don't like it when I'm saying that. And so in my earlier days, when I was first starting the show, I made the mistake of using such casual language on the show, and I got called out for it several times, and I try to balance that out a little more nowadays. Oh my god, 1% Pokemon. It is Lord of Mordor. And the monster of the week this week are the Aryans, and then next week it'll be the planet of black people. I'm sorry. I can't even say that with a straight face. Ah, Star Trek. I love you so, but goddamn. I guess, Lurker? Although, ironically, Babylon 5 did actually have quite a bit of an impact. Because Babylon 5, in many ways, formed how DS9 was formed, which itself formed how Battlestar Galactica was formed, which itself had a major impact on how the relationship between the writing staff and the studios altered. For those of you who don't know, back in the day, yeah, I don't know what they were saying, but back in the day, writers were basically powerless to studio execs. If a studio exec said, you do this in your episode, you did it. I could prove this because Rick freaking Berman, you know? That used to be the relationship. That started to change in Babylon 5, changed even more in DS9, and finished its conclusion in Battlestar Galactica. And nowadays, with the television that's being written nowadays, writers have a much greater amount of control over what they can do in their show. There are several examples, if you ever read into it, there are several examples in Battlestar Galactica in particular, where the studio said, we want you to do this. And the writers not only said no, they basically did the opposite. So, that's just one small way in which Babylon 5 directly affected the crafting of television in the modern era. That's completely ignoring the many, many, many people that were inspired by JMS's approach to his style and his writing, and the fact that JMS himself is an extremely prolific writer. Some people tend to forget that. Oh, 1%! Yeah! Our 1% Hoyt is still high. Some people forget that JMS has written for a lot of things. Well beyond just Babylon 5. Actually, let's go ahead and, well... yeah, gotta get that energy flex! Yeah! Oh, that's a good point. I forgot I had the quick balls. It's too late. It's already round 2. The drop-off for quick ball is huge. Yeah, I know, Lurker. And of course, yeah, of course there were the multiple studios involved when it came to Babylon 5. TNT thankfully gave them all the support they really needed later on, but that didn't happen until later on. In fact, I don't even remember the exact episode that happened in. No. There we go. Alright, let's see what we can do here, guys. Hopefully this guy has an easy catch rate. Yeah, let's throw a dive. Anyways, is there a lore explanation for why so many aliens look like humans? In some settings, yes. In some settings, no. In Star Trek, there was actually a group of aliens, I can't remember their names off the top of my head, forgive me, that basically went around seeding a lot, and I mean thousands of planets across the galaxy with their own life and uplifting life that was like them. And so, most of the life forms that are humanoid in Star Trek are literally all designed or uplifted or whatever by that group of I can't think of their name, forgive me, but by that group of aliens. Ooh, Chin Chow evolves. Would anyone like to be our 1% Chin Chow? And I need to see what ability it has. It lives in the depths beyond the reach of sunlight. It flashes lights on its antennae to communicate with others of its kind. Ooh, several people would like to be it. Excellent. Okay, so now I gotta read what Malachor said. I don't understand, Malachor. I mean, that doesn't seem to address my problem with comics in particular. One of my problems with comics. I will say I do have another major problem with comics, but that's unrelated. Yes, Glovag. When do I get... Let's see, how much does this guy have to level to become that? Let's see, he will become that at level 27. That's kind of late. And we'll figure out his ability in a minute. The other problem I have, it's kind of a topic. That's why I truncated my sentence, because I can't talk about it without talking about it in full. Like, I could summarize it, but that wouldn't get across the whole of my complaint with it. Let me, let me put it this way. What I don't like about comics when I stopped reading them... Yes, my smartphone does, literally. I don't know how I would do that, Little Billy. Like, how would I do that? Here, let's try it. Hey Siri. Pokemon Chin Chow.
I found several movies matching Pokemon. Pokemon, The Rise of Darkrai.
You're
Pokemon
terrible. You're terrible. Okay, so my initial complaint, Malachor, to try and explain this a little bit better. What bothered me about the way comics were being written at the time was that they didn't have any actual defined arcs of either plot, setting, or characters. Every single comic felt like, here's another day in the life of this character. And here's another day, and here's another day, and here's another day, and here's another day, and here's another day. Thank you, Lurker. I'm probably just going to call you Scottish. Is that okay? Because there's no way in hell that's going to fit otherwise. So we're going to go and go Scottish. It's a female, too. That's actually really awesome. So, does that make more sense, Malachor? Now, again, this is when I quit reading comics, which was a few years ago. At this point, like 8, 9 years ago, something like that. But at the time, most comics just felt like, here's another day of this person, and here's another day. And the biggest reason I didn't like that, aside from the lack of narrative cohesiveness, was the fact that it felt like nothing mattered. Like, there would be, oh my god, there's this big event that's gonna happen, and it's a total fake-out. But then this big event's gonna happen, and then nothing comes of it. And then at the episode you see, oh my god, or at the end of the comic it's like, oh my god, this thing has just happened, but it has no impact. It felt like a constant cycle of trying to get me hyped, not hoiped, but hyped, for nothing actually happening. By contrast, the two things you just listed, Malachor, in my opinion, are still very powerful moments. Even though the final death of Superman scene was literally just a bunch of splash panels and slug match, it was still a powerful moment. The death of Jason Todd was an extremely powerful moment, and brutal. That sticks with you. That was a definitive, narrative, cohesive arc, which is what I want in comics. I want that kind of stuff in my comics. I want it to be like, oh my god, Superman just died. Ah, that's just, oh my god, they killed Superman. I mean, that was in the news. I don't know if you guys remember this, or if you were around at that era, but I mean, this is only in the 80s, but still. And then, oh my god, Jason Todd, I can't believe the Joker killed him. The Joker killed Robin. You know, that was impacting. Yes, that is exactly what I am saying, Sean. Many comics, I feel, have become clickbait, and I hate clickbait. I loathe clickbait. I despise it on a fundamental level. It personally offends me. Yeah, it was all over the place, Brygwin. I wasn't even actually following comics at the time all that much, and the death of Superman was so all over the place that it's part of what helped drag me into the comic world at the time. Here's another one. Anyone remember Nightfall? Nightfall was a brilliant comic arc. Yes, I did, Lord of Mordor. And it was... I mean, Nightfall was another excellent example of an arc. Not the best arc, if we're being honest. But still, it was a build-up. All this build-up, all this work, all this stuff. Just gotta work your way up to this, and you gotta do this, and these villains here, and Batman's just struggling, and he's getting more and more worn out, and he's barely keeping up with everything, and it's all been perfectly planned by Bane. And it's, oh my god, Bane has been revealed as this mastermind who is actually intelligent. And some people tend to forget that Bane is actually very, very smart. And Bane comes out of nowhere and finally brings him down, and it's just, oh my god, that was a brilliant arc. And then, bam, the iconic imagery. And then, of course, they kind of threw that out the window with a few other things, but, you know, whatever. But yeah, Nightfall was awesome. And I swear I'm not trying to say that comics were better back in the day. I'm not trying to be one of those people. I'm just saying that I personally prefer narrative arcs, not meandering. Am I making myself more clear, Melikor? I hope so. My other complaint is about death and coming back from death. Like I said, it's hard to summarize, because on some level or another, the fact that superheroes can't die, you know, major named characters can't die, is something that's kind of tied in with most of fiction in general, and has been for like a century at this point. The very idea of having a character permanently die, a main character permanently die, is actually quite uncommon. Even now, when it's become more common, more recent TV shows, more recent games, and more recent comics and movies have become more willing to permanently kill a... yeah, he has, Lord of Mordor. It's a good video, too. I recommend it. Very funny. But, you know, even now when it's more common and more accepted to kill off a main character, it's still the rare thing. It's still not something that happens normally. And obviously, you know, there are reasons for that, and there's purposes behind that existing, and there are good purposes behind that existing, but at the same time, the problem is they then kill off the characters anyways, and that absolutely destroys any investment I have in what's happening to them, because if you made it so that they survived every situation, my understanding of the situation and my willing disbelief, suspension of disbelief, is willing to be like, yeah, okay, sure, they survived yet again. The Chase, Golvag. Season 6 or 7, I forget which. But the fact is, they go a step further than that. They kill off a character, and then he's back! Or he faked his death! They kill off a character, and then he's back! They kill off a character, and then he's back! There's a list I've read somewhere of the hundreds, literally hundreds of characters, just DC alone, has killed and then brought back. It's huge. And that destroys my investment in the characters. I railed against Threshold. You remember that? Voyager? I railed against Threshold for that. And that was one episode with a character I'm not that invested in. And he died and came back for no goddamn reason. And it was the exact same thing all over again. It's like, oh, why? No, stop. I'm sorry. I hate to say this. I've said this so many times. If you're going to kill a character, do something with it. Make it significant. Even if you intend to bring them back, you still should make that significant. Either make it rare, or make it change the character, or make it change the other characters, or make it change the setting. Do something about it rather than just, oh, he's back. I ask again, what reason, what was the impact of Tom Paris dying in Threshold? And I'll just go ahead and answer you, because there is none. There is zero purpose in that, other than fake, cheap drama. And I hate that in comics. Sorry. Okay. There's one more Pokemon to catch here. And it's not like anything gets a free pass on that. If I could be blunt, one of the things I was really aggravated at World of Warcraft for was the fact that it kept bringing back characters who were either dead or we thought were dead. I was pissed off when Archimon came back. I was pissed off when they changed the rules for the Burning Legion. You know? Ooh, magnitude. Yeah, let's take that instead of Sand Attack. Well, Ditto is kind of... Oh! Time to get our Gyarados, guys. Sonda is evolving. Yeah, it's another good example, Lurker. Sonda is now amazing. More amazing, excuse me. There are people who swear that any place Gyarados appears is fated for destruction. But yeah, to make my complaint clear, it's not just that I'm against comics because of the cheapness of death. Let's just call it what it is. I'm against anything that does that crap. Even if it's something I like. Hell, as I said before, I do actually like comics. I followed them for quite a few years. Yeah, I said he's a hack. No, I didn't. That's not what I meant, but... yeah. Anyways, oh, God. I'm sorry, I cannot think about Cell anymore, except for thinking about the 70,000 million billion minute scene when Cell throws up Android 18 or 17, I forget which. It's so gross, and it takes forever, too. Welcome to the lore throne, Sonda. Enjoy your stay. $18, thank you. Yes, and that's exactly what I want to watch, Bragon, is several minutes, in reality it was like 3 or 4 minutes, but still it felt like a lot longer, of someone throwing up another full-sized humanoid person. That's what I want in my television. All the day. I just want to see people throwing up other people. That's what I like about Attack on Titan, after all. If you don't know what I mean by that, don't look it up. Ooh! Stuffle! Stuffle! Our rare luck continues! Yeah! The worst fan interaction I've had online? Now that's an interesting question, Lord of Mordor. I actually will have to think about that. go, Lord of Mordor. The people puking channel. Yes, who wants to be a Stuffle, by the way? God damn it, quick balls. Damn it, Little Bill, you need to remind me of this crap. It's way too late now. I keep forgetting I even have them. It was doing bide, basically. Don't hurt that much, don't hurt that much. Okay, okay, we're okay. Come on, Lord of Mordor, don't let me down. Oh my god. My defenses have fallen. Okay, so Star Wars wants to be a Stuffle. And that might be it, actually. It's a stuffed animal Pokemon, guys. We've come full circle. Alright, let's try one here. I really need more money soon. Oh, that's not promising. Oh, it was using Bide. Damn it. I believe Mimikyu is... Oh, no, don't do that, don't do that. I don't even know when I could find Mimikyu. It's the only Pokemon anybody in popular media is talking about in the new one. Whoa! Okay, Lord of Mordor has been defeated by a stuffed animal. Okay, hang on. By the way, let me just go ahead and say I don't think Mimikyu is horrifying and awful like the anime says. I think it's super cute. Just my opinion, of course. The Mimikyu lurker? Yeah, Bide apparently hits its friend too, which is really weird. What the? Why would you... But... What? Oh, no, that actually makes sense. Oh, crap. Oh, God. Please don't knock it out. Please don't knock it out. Okay. Okay. I wasn't expecting that at all. I wasn't expecting it to attack its other guy. Why would they, Lord of Mordor? They were designed not to. Okay. I'm gonna blow ultras. This guy's pretty rare. And I'm really scared about missing this one out. Well, we got 2 ultras, of which this is one. Down B! Okay. Okay. So who wants to be the Stuffle? I'm sorry. I kind of missed out on that. Oh, Stuffle has an evolution, apparently. Hang on, let's look this up. Stuffle, there you are. This is one of the new types, so this guy might actually be in our final team. Ah, Star Wars, yes. We will Star Wars the stuffed animal bear. I guess it makes sense. I mean, Chewbacca, you know. Stuffle, a touch from anyone except a known friend sends it into a surging frenzy. It is an incredibly dangerous Pokemon. Can't you tell by its sinister appearance? Okay. And when does he level, or how does he level? Whoops. At 27. Excellent. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever, screw it, I'll just run. Running's good for your exercise. I'll never save Lurker. I refuse. I'm gonna live dangerously and not save until I get to this healing spot. Alright, little Billy's gone. Open up the punch, guys. And suddenly the power goes out. Ah, no! Or I accidentally dropped my 3DS and it's broken and I can't stream anymore. Or a meteor hits me, live on camera. That would be funny. Okay, you're at 27, so you go over there. And I think that's it, actually, for the moment. Damn right, Star Wars. And I'm gonna get 5 feet and then quit. I would get a lot of views. I would finally be popular on the internet. Posthumously, of course. Yeah, I still feel bad for you, Psychotic. Especially since Mini Zan would never do anything like that. She is actually very well behaved. I mean, she has her tantrums, but her tantrums are so mild compared to other kids I see. She just gets upset, and she tries to explain why things should be her way. And I have to explain, and I explain in a very calm and patient voice, no, no, no. It works this way, honey, and here's why. But I like it this way better. I know you do, but this is the way it works. But what if I want it this way? Well, then we're gonna have to work with this. Okay. What if we do this? And she'll try to argue with me on it. It's very funny to listen to. Alright, back to battling. Hey, Rosulia. Oh, I don't know who this Arsh guy is. Who's Samurai? You're referring to all these people I don't know. Yes, Sean. If Disney has taught me anything, it's that you should change who and what you are to be popular with the other people around you. Okay, I have to know what the Earthbound reference is. Poison gas? What is that? Nah. Have we gotten any lightning types so far? Like, usually I get a couple of lightning or electric types pretty early on, but I can't really remember any in this one. Poison gas. Poison someone with gas. Well, okay then. Just making sure. Yep, I have caught everything in this route. But yeah, toxic is awesome. I mean, I have Chin Chow, but that's it. Let's see. Wow, Rosulia, that's awesome. Fuzzy Pickles! Damn right, Malachor. And that's why Politoad is going to be in the final team. Berries. That reminds me, Corellis. Do you want to be Pikachu or Raichu? Because you know there's an Alolan-specific Raichu. And also, we're probably going to turn into a Raichu whether you want to be or not. So you don't really have a choice, but I'm just curious what you would choose if you could choose. Oh my god, it's a Miltank! It's a Miltank. It must die. Miltank used rollout. No! Oh my god, she really is using rollout. We could make a Jolteon, but nobody's reserved one at the moment. And I need to catch, like, 3, I think, more Eevees. Roll out! Oh, God. Quickly. Oh, God, it's a freaking Miltank that's using rollout. Oh, God. I'm 4 levels higher than it, and I'm going to be defeated by a Miltank using rollout. And down goes Running Grace. It's okay. I have a secret plan. Tigzar, I'd hate to ask this because I know about the Ralts thing, but do you have a reserved? Yes, my level 11 Mankey defeats the rollout tank. Technically. 5 more well, I have a Sylveon, I just can't rename it. Let's see... Well, actually, Tigzar, if you don't have one, then yeah, you could totally reserve Jolteon. You can dibs Jolteon. Levels. Running with Grace gave his life to give all those levels to the Lord of Mordor. So that makes Running with Grace Saruman. Actually, fun fact, Psychotic. That Machop, I almost always got it, and he still just usually got his butt kicked by her. Just crushed. She just hits so damn hard, and Machop has terrible defenses, at least in Gen 2. So I'd be like, BAM! And I'd hit Miltank for half its health, and then it would roll out and hit me for all of my health. And so I actually built a strategy around getting it to half, with every other Pokemon in my entire team. And then, having accomplished that, sending out the Machop to finish it off. A Pokemon that becomes smaller when it evolves. I'm not sure. Hello, Nicolas. Too cool. Nicole is too cool. Sorry, I was misreading. I was thinking it was Nicolas or something. Hello, Nicole is too cool. What's up? Gengars are actually quite large. And it doesn't make them all appear equally, Chandra, at all. Oh god, there was a frickin' healing place right here. Hi, Octavian. Oh.
Research! Research! I shall research the Pokemon!
But then he poses coolly. An Archon is a Pokemon, really? I'm sure glad that I don't know anybody whose name is similar to that. Let's see if that's actually a flying type, shall we? Looks like a flying rock or something. Well, it's gone, so that's the important part. And Sheldon. Wow, I sure hope I don't know anybody else whose name is close to Sheldon. I don't know if Ampharos is available in Maine. I'm not sure if Porygon 2 is smaller than Porygon. I thought they were the same size, honestly. It's just one is and one is. Oh, nice, little boy. So anyways, person who does not want me to call them by the name that they have there, I'll call you Too Cool instead. Welcome to my stream. I don't know, I don't recognize your name, so I'm going to assume you're new here. So, shoutouts. One of the things I like to say to anybody who pops into my stream is don't be a stranger. I love chatting with my viewers, I love talking with you guys, so if you want to say anything to me or to the other viewers, by all means, no need to be shy. Although if you want to be shy and if you want to just lurk, that's okay. No judgment. Did I crack his glasses? I am so sorry. I cracked his glasses and stole his money. A further research topic is how to defeat strong Pokemon. We all know the answer to that. With even stronger Pokemon. Alright, I'm done. What's this? Oh, this is the fossil area, isn't it? I didn't mean to crack his glasses. Welcome to the Dream Park, where dreams become reality and fossils become Pokemon. Someday this place is going to be filled to bursting with Pokemon from the ancient past. That's my dream for this, the Dream Park, to bring the ancient world back to life. Okay. Anyone remember when, what was it called? There was a rock flying that was insanely good in Gen 1 and Gen 2, and I can't think what it's called. What was it called? It was one of the fossil Pokemon. Lance had one. And I actually had it as one of my mains back when I was doing a competitive thing. Aerodactyl, thank you. Yeah, Aerodactyl was just stupid good in competitive play. You pretty much required an anti-Aerodactyl setup to bring it down. Was that? That's a good question, Chandra. I immediately would go for Alarak. Alarak is awesome. I would also like to see more of Valerian and Matt Horner. Absolutely. And maybe a new character. I would like to see a brand new character in StarCraft. Let us start really expanding on the lore. Here's an interesting idea for a mission pack, by the way. The UED invasion from the perspective of the UED. Now, I know what you're saying. Hang on. But we already did a UED invasion from the perspective of the UED. Yeah, but think about how awesome it would be to basically be playing humans on Earth. And like... So I'm sorry, I actually said that wrong. I apologize. I don't mean the UED invasion. I mean the UED before they come to invade, before they come back to the Kaprolu sector. Play a mission pack of the UED back around Earth. See what's happening on Earth right now. You know, that kind of a thing. Let's see. Wait, the Masked Royal and Crasher Wake? Crasher Wake would crush the Masked Royal. The Masked Royal can only defeat walls. I have Star Wars. The most lore-rich game in the 40K setting? Honestly, I think the Dawn of Wars win there. If they made a weapon mod system, why didn't they add weapon crafting and ammo types? Because screw you's a one! I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. What do we got? When the heck is this guy going to become his next thing? $25. One more level. Although... Oh no, I have Moon. So... it has to be nighttime. He should be evolved now. He's not because it's not nighttime. That is... that explains it. I was like, I had this weird feeling that he should be ready to go. Okay, hang on. I can fix this. Or I could just abandon him. I think I'll just abandon him. Goodbye forever! I don't know, Chandra. I don't know what the hell's going on Earth. That's kind of the point, really. Time to bring in someone who might be one of my mains. Joe Neutrino. Oh my god, Star Wars. I actually did a randomizer of Pokemon once, and my starter, no joke, was a... I suddenly can't think of the name of it. The thing before Abra. I got an Abra as my starter. For those of you who have not played Gen 1, Abra starts with Teleport and nothing else. Oh yeah, I need to do Poke Pelago, apparently. Oh my god, Little Billy, that's hilarious. Yes, Bragwin, the only move it knows is Teleport. I just restarted. As soon as I saw that, I was like, restart. Still can't buy more than Great Balls. Or what if the UED has been fighting itself, Shyandra? For those who don't remember the lore of StarCraft, the UFP, I think I'm using the right acronym, the original organization, was actually several disparate organizations that were completely factionalized and fractious. They were all infighting, you know, like humans do, until they got the first word back from the Caprulu sector about the Zerg and the Protoss. Once they did, the UED was formed out of the sudden need for all of the Earth humans to unify. So imagine after the defeat they were handed back in Brood War, we suddenly have, once again, a fractious UED. What if there really is no UED anymore? What if it's just the different human factions? That's what I'd do, by the way. Especially without their guiding, manipulative hand there anymore. Oh, it's just no. So there's a Team Skull guy here who paid for 2 years of rent. I think that could absolutely work, Little Billy. First of all, we've already seen that kind of thing work. You just gave me an example of that. But that's been a thing since frickin' StarCraft. Second of all, the engine is well suited towards that kind of thing with the whole MOBA sort of style thing they've got going with the StarCraft 2 engine. I mean, Heroes of the Storm is a good example of that. So yeah, I think that could work easily and well. When it comes to golf or Pokemon, it's all about performance. Oh no, it's a Rockruff. Excuse me, Rockruff. Gotta say it right. I didn't know smelling involved such special effects. There, it's okay that you suck. Sorry. You know, I just realized I should stop being stupid. What do you guys think? Where is it? Is it here? No, it should be here. Where is it? No, I have not, Little Billy. I did not get a Pichu from Route 1, no. It was only a SOS thing or something like that, if I'm remembering correctly. Or we had, like at the time we were doing it, we had little info on how to catch it, so I couldn't figure out how to catch it. So I just kind of moved on. If it's just a 5%, we can go back and get a Pichu. Just a 5%, listen to me. I'm just flaunting the RNG at this point. We're gonna have another RNG flex, and it'll be fine, it'll be fine. Okay, where are you? There it is. Of course not, Corrales. Gotta get your tsundere on. Where the heck is Hau'oli City? Hau'oli? Hau'oli? See, I'm programmed whenever I see an apostrophe in the middle of the name to make a significant break in the word, like M'uru, for example. M apostrophe U-R-U. M'uru is how that's supposed to be pronounced. So, I see that and I'm like, Hau'oli. Big gap there. That's why I was asking if it was in Route 1. Are we 100%? It's just 5% wandering around, not an SOS, nothing fancy. Just I can go back and get a Pichu right now. Because if I can, I will totally get one for Corrales. Wow, that did nothing. Okay. And here's my sneak peek at my next rumination, guys. Here you go. I'm going to show you the notes. You can definitely tell which game I'm ruminating on based on the notes, right? That you can totally read. It's Arkham Asylum, I'll just tell you. Batman Arkham Asylum. Oh yeah, I meant to check our Chin Chow's ability. I never got around to doing that. Does anyone remember where we get stones? I know there's a place we can buy them at. Well, that works, lurker. Scroll down. What is honey pop? You know what? I don't even want to know. Okay, where's my Chin Chow? There you go. Ability, illuminate. Got it. Now, I can fly to Poké Centers, right? Which means I should be able to fly back here. Alright, just save first. There. Oh, that's zoom in. That's not what I want to do. Oh, there we go. So, supposedly they spawn in these two tufts of grass right here, huh? Oh yeah, I'm gonna need a King's Rock at some point for the Polytoad, I think. No idea where to get one, but you know, whatever. Alright, 5%. Let's do this, guys. How long do you think it's going to take us to get a 5%er? Oh, is it a day or a night thing? I should check that. I should check that. Yeah, so I would keep track of the time here. 6:47. Okay, if it's day or night, then we're good. Go to sleep, Zoan. Much as I appreciate you having you around here, you need to get some sleep, dude. Sleep. Given. I know it exists, Octavian. If that answers your question. Now, this time, it's really, really personal. Just like Jaws 15 or 25 or whatever it was, I actually forget. But regardless, it's really, really, really personal. That's not true, Zoan. You forget who I am. There will be no sleep for you once you are dead. In fact, you'll never sleep again once you're dead. But then again, you won't have to sleep once you're dead, so... Which gardens? Because there's several in Lurker. Like, several. You know what, here, I'll just look this up myself. It's super effective, Malachor. Looks like it's just anywhere, but it still says 5% here. Let's see. Pichu will learn, while leveling up, Tail Whip, Sweet Kiss, Nasty Plot, and Thunder Wave, all of which are pretty bad. So, no. No reason not to evolve it immediately. Hey, that was fun, Zoan. I'm glad you stayed for that one. That was awesome. Thank you again, by the way. Can't believe I missed out on the Necrons. I'm so upset about that. Alright, guys. If the very next fight is not a Pichu, I'm gonna eat this brownie. But if it is a Pichu, you guys should get a brownie somehow and eat it. Like, if I could teleport it through the camera, I'll figure it out somehow. So here we go. There's a marble brownie on the line here. I do not, little Billy. I can only take one bite per Pokemon that is not a Pichu. So we got like 5 or so more. I've got a big mouth. What do you want from me? Use hard Metapod, come on! I will eat all of the brownies I have until we get a Pichu. No, I won't. No, I won't. Oh, God. Don't make me do it, guys. Don't make me do it. I'm gonna have to spend, like, an hour tonight working off these brownies. You can't make me one. Suicide by brownie. Statistically speaking, I would only eat 19 bites of brownie before I finally got a Pichu. But that's statistics, not reality. Night, Gavel. Ow. I'm all out. I totally don't have more right next to me here. Yeah, what's up, Too Cool? See you around, Lord of Mordor. Oh my god. Quick, guys, ask me something about Star Wars or Star Trek or Mass Effect or anything. God damn it. Take me away from this nightmare of the 5%. You know what's funny is we have gotten so many 1%ers, and yet I've had so much trouble getting Eevees, which are 5%, and Pichus, which I haven't even gotten yet, which are also 5%. What do I think of the Mass Effect trailer? Which one? Have I seen the new trailer? Which one? What Sith do I think is the best? Define best. I mean, obviously Palpatine is a personal favorite of mine. Visha's father is stupid. Do you mean Visha's father or Valkorian's father? Trying to save up some money for Comic-Con, huh? The San Diego Comic-Con? That was actually me, not Trump, Tom, sorry. The latest one. I don't remember which one came out last. A person with good goals? Ooh, that's a tough one. Let's see. I don't think there's ever... I mean, the closest good Sith is probably Darth. I can't remember his name. He was pretty cool. Oh, London Comic-Con, excuse me. Well, I don't have a huge amount of money to spare. How much would you be asking for a sketch? I would ask for Crobat. I don't even mind asking that. Crobat is my favorite. Crobat is awesome. Ah, the gameplay one. I haven't watched it yet. Yes, really. For those of you not aware, you know, my lore week starts at 11 my time, I usually wake up a couple hours in advance and just kind of go over all the stuff I have to talk about that lore week to kind of prep myself and to get my thoughts organized. So what I intend to do tomorrow morning is to go over all the many, many things that have happened at the Gaming Stupid Word event of Stupid and PSX in preparation for tomorrow's lore week. So I haven't actually watched most of that stuff yet. I've only watched one of the trailers that have come out, and that's Spectre Knight, because holy crap, Spectre Knight. Here's the info, Tom RP. Yeah, RNG Flex is just gone. We've gotten so many 1%ers, it's just like, nah, you don't get a Pichu. Anyone remember how incredibly rare Pikachus were back in the old games? Because they were damn rare. Thoughts on the Breath of the Wild trailers? I haven't watched them yet. That's not true. I watched the little bitty one. I'll tell you what, too cool. Whisper me or message me your PayPal or whatever. If you get me just a sketch or a drawing or whatever of like Crobat and Melodic together, then I'll toss you an amount of money. How's that sound? Actually, so you're going to be using British pounds because you're going to London, so I'm going to have to figure out how much, because I'm in the States. I'm in the United States, so I'm going to have to figure out how much would be a decent amount in pounds. I'll figure something out. Yeah, exactly. Frickin' Pikachus. I have to admit, I never actually liked Pikachu that much back in the day. Two big reasons why. Number one, well, three big reasons. Number one, I don't actually think it's that cute. Don't hate me. It's just my opinion. Number two, I didn't really like the anime, so I never grew any attachment to the Pikachu, you know, thing. And number three, I hated Pikachu because it took forever to catch one. So I kind of, it's the same reason I started disliking Chansey, actually. Yes, Crobat and Melodic, my two favorite Pokemon. Also indicative of, well, doesn't matter. I don't hate Pikachu, I just hate Pikachu. Wait. Seriously, I will never forget Chansey because of how much time I spent trying to get one. It took forever. I hated it. There are much better electric types, yes. Although, of course, I'm not that... You know, I'm not like, oh, I've got to have the absolute best Pokemon. I just like to have Pokemon that I like. That being said, I would take an Ampharos 10 times out of 10 over a Pikachu. Hey, getting hold of a Crobat takes time and love and effort. You know, I'm not actually sure, Little Billy. I just remember Chansey because it took forever to get a Chansey. For me. Ampharos is awesome in general, in addition to the fact that it's just cool. Let's see. There aren't actually that many electrics I like in general. I like Pachirisu. I like Ampharos, obviously. Zapdos. I think that might actually be it, though. Oh my god, we just leveled off of level 3 Pokemon. That's so sad. We've got to be getting the worst IVs right now. Wait, there's not a thing here. Is there? Well, screw walking 20 feet. I'm just going to teleport there. I liked Jolteon until they nerfed the hell out of it. And when I say that, I mean they nerfed it in two different ways. First of all, they made its stats and overall abilities much worse. But more to the point, they made its in-game sprite look uglier. I'm serious. If you look at the older Jolteon things, he looked a weird combination of cute and cool. It was neat. But then the new Jolteon just looked weird and kind of off, like they were deliberately drawing it to be horrible. So I kind of stopped using Jolteon. Corrales, I really hope you appreciate this. This might be our worst luck thus far, not counting the Bagon, which was also, or no, the Bagon was a 1%, wasn't it? Good night, Grey Wolf. Was the Bagon a 1% or a 5%? I can't remember. You know what? I could do something much worse than brownies. I actually also have cherry sours right here. I could torture myself with these too. Okay, Bagon was 1%, so that's our only 1% that's actually taken a long time to get. Pichu! Pichu! Quick ball! Give me a flex! Alright. Despite this Pokemon's cute appearance, those who want to live with one should prepare to be on the receiving end of electric jolts. By the way, I like Pichu better than Pikachu. If you could, like... If they could learn decent moves without evolving, I'd totally do that. It's actually a female, too, guys. Corrales. I am spelling that wrong. Corrales. So I always check. No, I don't, actually, Corrales. Oh, yes, I do. Never mind. I did see that movie. Corrales. Corrales. Yep, we're good. We're good. Corrales has been sent to the box. Get in that box, Corrales. Is that a Wailord behind me? It is, right here. There's a freaking Wailord right behind me. Okay. We did it, guys. What the heck is Aether Paradise? Why are there areas I haven't been into yet? Oh, that's just the sea area. Okay, whatever. So you know what I think we need more of on my show? Controversy. 11 a.m. EST, same as always, Sean. It's actually up on the schedule up there and down there, if you look. Let's make sure I saved. Okay. Where are we at here? He's got that. He's got that. Yes, we need to have more Deutsch boxes. God, that sounds so weird without context, doesn't it? We need more Deutsch boxes. Oh, hey, what's up? Get out. But I just want to see your place and steal your stuff. God, why is every single television talking about Malasada? Anyways, what was I talking about? Controversy. Shoot, I lost it. I was going to say something super controversial that wasn't actually that controversial. I can't remember. I actually can't remember. Now hang on. Codex was our Leafeon, right? Just make sure. That would be this one then. Yeah. Ah! Aha! I remembered it. I remembered the super controversial thing. Am I the only one who... I'm so sorry, Octavian. Am I the only one who isn't bothered by the weird Pokemon? Like, the one that most people have been making lots and lots of issues with this particular one is the necklace Pokemon. I can't actually think what it's called. A Laurel or a Wraith or whatever. That Pokemon. People are like, oh my god, it's stupid and dumb and horrible. Doesn't bother me. Okay, so... I need you in the party right now. Yes, Comfy. That's the one. Doesn't bug me. I mean, I even like the ice cream Pokemon. And I know that's like a very strange opinion. People look at me very weirdly for that one. Then again, it is a really good ice type. Get back here. Aw, he ran away. And yeah, you're right, little Billy. The Sandcastle Pokemon? Yes, I have. Gotta have more Zygarde. Honestly, most people point to the ice cream one as the weirdest, but again, I don't mind Vanillux. Yeah, we had a Sword Pokemon, we had a Keys Pokemon. We've had a few. That are eyebrow raising. Oh my god, it's a Diglett with weird hair! What do we do to people with weird hair? We destroy them with water. Yes, the Chandelier. Can't forget the Chandelier Pokemon. Well, that's horrifying, little Billy. I have not seen Mona, and I have no real plans to, honestly. Gotta wait to see Cars 3, guys! You know, so once upon a time that would have been a joke for me, but I found out last night, I believe, last night or the night before, that Cars 3 is a real thing they're really doing. They're really making a Cars 3, guys. It's really happening. It's coming out next year. They're making a Cars 3. For the record, I didn't care for Cars 1, but I don't think it was a bad film. I'm keeping my mouth shut on Cars 2. Yeah, they're making a new Transformers as well. That's right, Incredibles 2 is coming out as well. Welcome to Lush Trallow. Or, wow, I totally combined those words together. Welcome to Lush Jungle, the trial grounds for me, Mallow. I knew it the first time I saw you and your team. You've chosen only the finest ingredients. And that's why I'm going to make you help me. Or, no. I mean, that's why you should try my trial. You're the one who got a sparkling stone straight from Tapu Koko, aren't you? You're so totally ready for this. Ah, Breath of the Jungle. I can tell you what today's special should be. Hey, Buck. Yes, my personal specialty, the Mallow Special. First you take one whiny character nobody likes from Super Mario RPG, and then you eat him! I swear I'm going to do that in-depth review on Super Mario RPG one of these days, guys. Also, they're making a... Oh, wait, I knew about the Toy Story 4. Which I also rolled my eyes out. It might even be good. I mean, Pirates 4 was... I thought Pirates 4 was good. But... yeah. My problem with Toy Story 4 is the exact same problem I had with Pirates 4 before Pirates 4 came out. I expected Pirates 4 to be bad. I was surprised when it wasn't. Oh, cool, little Billy. Alright, where's the Moss Stone? That's what I really care about. That's what I'm really here for. Yes, by the way, they're also making a Pirates 5. Although, again, I am kind of enthused, basically just because of the villain. And I'm not even ashamed of that. I like the actor, and he seems amusing. And I like how Corrales says that pretty much as I'm saying that there. Yeah, so I have, like, nothing but a party of people who are weak to grass types right now. The villain is played by an actor who, unfortunately, his name I cannot pronounce, but he's a good actor. I like him in, like, everything I've seen him in. Hey, Joe Neutrino. What's up, dude? Did you know you're actually very likely to be in my final party for this game? So, hang on. Zoan, in order to get Private Whispers, I have to actually log into Twitch, which I'm actually not normally nowadays, so give me a minute. Just give me a moment to hop into Twitch. Damn it, Zoan, you've already given me lots of things. What are you... Hang on. I actually have Steam up right now. I don't even know what you're doing here. This is going to be something horrible, isn't it? Oh, god damn it. Thank you, Zoan. I really appreciate that one. Fun factoid. Getting the first one working for the rumination was just twist. Oh my god. I had to jump through hoops just to get the game working at all, like to get it starting. And then it would crash every time I loaded a level. So I had to implement a completely new fix just to get it working for that. It's ridiculous. I got it working eventually. But thank you, Zoan. I appreciate it. I might actually make time to play that one just without, you know, without being for a rumination and whatnot. Okay, Malachor, you want to be sent out? Here you go. Well, I might be ready for it, Zoan. By the way, the Thief Rumination comes out... I don't have my calendar. It's like January something. For everybody curious. Is Miltank going to be in my final party? No, but Sonashi is. Sonashi, I choose you. Oh, speaking of controversial Pokemon. See how much people hate me. Good enough for an amateur. I hate comments like that. Oh god, I just realized, like, my Pokemon are really damaged and I can't go heal without failing the trial. Wait. As in the Mummies? As in Brendan Fraser, the Mummies? Which, by the way, Mummy 1 was okay. I've only watched it a couple times. But I actually genuinely liked Mummy 2. Like, I really think it was a good movie. And Mummy 3 was bad. I'm sorry. Did not care for Mummy 3. I don't know if they did a Mummy 4. Is this Mummy 4 or is this Mummy 5? One. Jono Trino. Awesome, Octavian. Yeah, it's a weird example of a Premier Run game that I can run without really spoiling much, because there's so many different options of how you can go through it. I will say one good thing about bad CGI Dwayne Johnson. It gave us Dwayne Johnson. I'm sorry, I like Dwayne Johnson. I think he's an enjoyable actor. And I think he has a lot of real enthusiasm for the craft. Props to him for knuckling down and saying, you know what, I'm going to make this work. Can anyone guess? Can anyone guess the first movie I realized I liked Dwayne Johnson as an actor in? I gotta be honest, Dwayne Johnson helped salvage several of the recent Fast and the Furiouses for me, too. Not Tooth Fairy, it was before that. Not Walking Tall, it was before that, I think. Pretty sure it was before that. Aha! Nope, not Scorpion King. Not Doom. This is actually amusing me. Nobody's catching it. Not Voyager. He wasn't actually an actor back then. He was still doing the wrestling thing. Not the Witch Mountain movie. Not Tsunkatsu, which is also Voyager. Oh, you already said that. No, not Mummy Returns. The name of the film is actually called Be Cool, but it's Get Shorty 2. Now, Get Shorty was an okay movie, but Be Cool was a pretty enjoyable movie that I actually liked at several points. And for those of you who haven't seen Be Cool, Dwayne Johnson played kind of a secondary character. He played a gangster who was trying to get into the dancing business, basically. And it was awesome. And he did a really good job of it. Did I just save? Let's find out. I don't know if it was his first role after Scorpion King, but it was pretty early. I swore I had one. Oh, there it is. No, Corrales, I have not. As I mentioned earlier. Yeah, he was great in that movie. There's this great scene where he's like, now I gotta kill you, but man, I just really want to get into dancing, you know? And he's got his gun out, and he's just talking to this guy he's about to murder about how much he wants to get out of the being a thug business and into the I want to be in show business. It's great. It's a great scene. Oh, Be Cool was after Walking Tall. My bad. I didn't actually realize that. Never mind. I was wrong. Codex is now one of my favorite Pokemon. Yay. How much my favorite? This much my favorite. Leafeon is awesome. By far my favorite grass type. Woo! Don't knock that over. There we go. What the heck is the rundown? No, I have not, Malachor. I didn't actually watch wrestling all that much in that particular era. Most of the wrestling I watched was back when Andre the Giant was still active. And alive. The younger they are, the more they smell like fresh grass. With age, their fragrance takes on an odor of fallen leaves. I think Leafeon was my main sweeper when I was going through Platinum. Pretty sure it was Platinum. Yeah, it was.
So now that I've done the actual main thing I care about here... What the... huh. Alright, Malachor. Don't fail me again. Admiral Malachor. Admiral Malachor. Gotta say it right. I used to be much more of a movie geek than I am now. I actually feel kind of bad. I've sort of lost my cred over the years. Gotta have that giant Poliwag. See you around, Zoan. Hope to see you tomorrow. We can talk about how terrible Mass Effect Andromeda is. Or maybe it's awesome. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. Oh my god. Hey, Mugwump. What's up? My god, Joe Neutrino is orange. Kill him! He's different than us. Yes, welcome to the jungle. Whoa, that's terrifying. Let me just plant some roots 20 times larger than I am. Anyone want a cherry sour? They're really good. Yeah. I will take that as a compliment, Octavian. We do have one unique thing about Rogue One. Can anyone guess the one thing Rogue One's doing that's never been done before? Seriously, can anyone guess? No Jedi? Well, I was counting Vader in that, but no. Never done in the movies, although I guess it does mean in general as well, actually. Not the title thing, although that is also true. Female lead, also not true. Force Awakens. All droid cast. Yes! It's an all droid cast! Whoa, I keep knocking over stuff there. No, guys. There is a character in Rogue One who is from the show. He is already in the TV show.
from the... Goodbye, Malachor. Go, Injato! Defend your brother. This will be the first time, to my knowledge, that one of the characters from what is effectively the EU... I know it's not literally the EU, but, you know, one of the characters from the expanded works has been brought into to one of the movies in a major way. It's the gentleman that's being played by an awesome actor. I can't think of his name right now. He's good. I like him. Give me a second. I'll figure out his name. Yeah, he's from Clone Wars. Sorry. Forrest Whitaker. Forrest Whitaker plays Saw Gerrera, who's in the Clone Wars. Who's in the Clone Wars show. Sorry, little Billy. I was distracted by Star Wars, as tends to happen. Also, I'm looking forward to seeing more of Alan Tudyk. He does some really good voice acting work. He was the one redeeming feature of iRobot, in my opinion. Yeah, obviously he's a little older in the movie, but, you know, duh, right? Okay, now I have no idea where to find the next piece. Is it just in a different area? I'm going to assume it's in a different area. But yeah, imagine, if you will, for a moment, if Mara Jade, or Shizor, or Thrawn, or hell, any other major characters, suddenly showed up in one of the major movies. That's kind of why I'm kind of like, wow, they actually did that. It's the first time they've ever done that. Now that makes sense. Disney has already seen that that works with the MCU. And they're the ones technically, you know, calling the shots right now, so it makes sense that they'd try to repeat the same trick. Honestly, they should all die in Rogue One. Every single one of them. I hate to say that. I don't want them to die, but as a writer, that is what should happen. Anybody here see Star Trek Enterprise, out of curiosity? I'm sure several of you have, but just, you know, asking. I need tiny mushrooms. No, I'm being attacked by a mushroom. Ooh, that's what Joe Neutrino will be eventually. Alright, Injato, you got this. So, the reason I bring up Enterprise is when Enterprise was first initially announced, and I found out that it was going to be happening before the original series, I was immediately on board. And you know why? Because it was going to be the story, the untold story. Because we'd never even heard of these people, like ever. We had never heard of any of these characters or any of their adventures, and so the only logical reason, I reasoned, for there to be a whole adventure of a whole other crew of a whole other Enterprise that's never been referenced ever, and is actually kind of anti-continuity as a result of that, was if something happens to them that basically removes them from the history books. I wanted to, in short, a Final Fantasy Tactics. For those of you who don't know what I mean, this is kind of spoilery, but whatever. Pseudo-spoiler for Final Fantasy Tactics, for anybody who hasn't played it. 3, 2, 1. In Final Fantasy Tactics, the main character is basically forgotten by history for centuries. And the main villain, one of the main villains, is lauded as a hero. Because and it worked. It was brilliantly written, because the whole point was that for all the heroics and the things and the events that the main hero had done, he never did it for pride. He never did it for the... He did it because he was a good guy. He didn't do it for the rewards. And so the real hero's story was lost to history until someone found it, right? So that's what I wanted in Enterprise. I wanted this to be the heroes whose story was forgotten because it never got written down, or it was destroyed by history, or whatever. Obviously, we didn't get that. In fact, we so didn't get that that it got to the point where Riker, in a way that absolutely contradicts establishing canon, along with Troy, in a way that absolutely contradicts establishing canon, completely were like, oh yeah, we know all about Archer and everything about him, we just never referenced him ever in anything. And he was one of the founding members of the Federation, and that's why we've never heard of this guy. God, if you're gonna do a prequel, do it right, guys. And I'm a defender of Enterprise, and they just really dropped the ball on that one. Come on, Codex, carry me to victory. Carry me to victory, Codex. Leafeon looks awesome in full 3D, by the way. Yeah, exactly, Lurker. Honestly, it so doesn't fit that I usually mentally erase it from canon. I mean that sincerely. Same thing I do with Star Trek V. It is so wrong. The previous episode, the one right before that, where they finished the human supremacy arc, that is a great end to Enterprise. Horrifying, terrible, but very well done. And the end of a fairly lengthy and cohesive series of arcs that went across most of Season 4 of Enterprise. I mean, the undercurrent thread of the Romulans leading to the actual plot of the Romulans, leading into the plot of the Augments, leading into the plot of the human supremacists. It was all one woven series of arcs. It was well done. And then all of a sudden, fanfic! Right at the end. Just ejected completely. I think Codex is actually going to beat this guy. That's interesting, little Billy. The Night Watch. Have you ever wondered why things start out horribly? It's because of the Night Watch. I've heard that too, Lurker. I've heard so many fan theories that eject These Are the Voyages from canon. Lore Digger. I will get all the lore. I will dig it out of the game. Can I please heal? No, of course not. Oh, maybe she will heal me. So, Mega Berry and a Miracle Seed. Nope. Okay. I'm just gonna blow some revives, even though I'm basically broke. Mind wipes are things that are used here and there, but not, like, super frequently. They do have the ability to wipe minds, though. There are several species that have a much easier time of wiping minds, like the Cardassians and the Romulans and the Borg. Although the Borg don't, they just don't care. The Dominion can. There was a hole in the north that I crawled through, which I don't know if you know. Did I already get this one? No, I guess not. I can actually recall a specific TNG episode where the xenophobe, excuse me, not genocidal aliens, whose names I can't even remember, were like, "Hey!" And they mind-wiped the crew to prevent them from knowing about their existence. And then they screwed it up. And then they did it again. Ah, thank you, Little Billy. My Stoutland has failed me. Whip it, whip it. Yes, he was, Little Billy. That was a good episode, too. Yep, through a wormhole. Maybe I'm just weird. Over the years, I tend to remember bad episodes of TNG more than the good ones. Not because there are more bad than good, but just because there are so many good. In fact, so many more good than bad, that I just kind of take it as read that, oh yeah, TNG was a good series. I just tend to remember the exception, not the rule, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, I need to come up with a voice for Mallow. I think we'll make her dwarven. How's that sound? Hey, it's me, Mallow. That's a great seed. Medical seeds are bursting with nutrition. They really are a miraculous gift from the jungle. Oh, looks like you got everything. Okay, time for us to start cooking. So come on back to the entrance of the jungle. Hey, Melissa. Great. Now that we've got our ingredients, we just need... Oh, sorry to keep you waiting. How are you, Mallow? Oh, wait, that's the wrong person. How are you, Mallow? I brought a thick club and a rare bone. And I brought some fresh water and the usual rocky helmet. Thanks, Lana. Thanks, Kivy. Now we've got everything we need. You're next, Melissa. We're gonna cook up a storm, lure out the totem Pokemon of the lush jungle. Let me see what you got for me. One Mago Berry, check. One Tiny Mushroom, check. One Revival Herb, check. One Miracle Seed, check. Perfect. Just what the recipe calls for. Now we can make the Mallow special. The aroma of this tasty dish will draw the totem Pokemon right to us. Ready to start cooking? Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, Lana, flip the rocky helmet over and pour the fresh water into it. Here you are. Then in go the Mango Berry and the Tiny Mushroom and the Revival Herb and the Miracle Seed. Kiwi, use the thick club and that rare bone for a minute. Here you are. Okay, Melissa. Grab the thick club and the rare bone. Pound it to a pulp. More crushing. And grinding. And goofying. This is so gross. You feel a piercing gaze from somewhere under the underbush. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. What is that? Is that a praying mantis Pokemon? Lurantis, the totem Pokemon of the lush jungle, has appeared. I'm just gonna enjoy this music for a second. I didn't know cooking was literally just... Who knew? The best part is I have no good anti-grasses in my party right now. Its speed rose sharply. That's not too bad. Alright, Malachor, I want you to survive one round. That's your goal. Bad, Malachor. Bad. You didn't survive one round. Oh, Christ. Okay, No, you cannot, Scottish. Good night, Samashi. Have a good one. Oh my freaking god, you gotta be kidding me. Okay... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. When did I last save, guys? This is actually bad. Yeah, I just got confused, which is always bad. And I have nothing that's good against grass. And that. Yeah, we're screwed. This is a wipe. This is a sweep. They out-level me, and they out-tight me. Oh my god, it doesn't even scratch him. $174 gigawatts. Power of the sun at your fingertips. And of course, all the frickin' ally is doing is confusing me because he is officially a dick. What the hell did he use? That suit? I don't even want to know. Alright, Injato. It's time to... Yeah, this is a wipe. There is nothing I can do about this. Nothing. I am smart enough to recognize when I have lost. He really is just spamming Supersonic like an ass. Actually, I'm lying. There is a way I could do this if I had more revives. I only have 7, though. So I don't think I could make that work. I'm literally dying too quickly. Magnitude! It'll totally do anything at all. Oh my god. You know what? Why not? Magnitude. Just go out with style. You know, it's ironic. Lore Digger doesn't know dig. At least I got my Leafeon. That was really what I wanted from this area. Oh god, little Billy. Corrupt save! Ah! Don't joke about that. Where's my... There it is. Alright, so... Codex, welcome to the Lore Throne. Yeah, time to actually make a team designed to win, rather than a team designed to level. Which is what this team is, if you're not paying attention. Yeah, get out of the party. All of you. Actually, no. I think it's time to do something unusual. Muahaha. It's time for the Lore Runner to be useful. For once in his life. Gotta do this again. It's so gross. Alright, Pelipper. You're like the worst Pokemon ever. Be useful. cast form? Yes, Ojunix, that does. Jackass. Not you, Ojunix, him. God damn it. God damn it. Well, Lore Runner failed miserably. Big shock. Next! Grey Wolf, you're actually my big guns here. If he hadn't healed, I would have had that, actually. Which kind of sucks, but whatever. No Z crystals are equipped at the moment. So what the hell is cast form? Now that I've demolished the boss. I guess it doesn't matter. You actually can't, Ojunix. You can't capture at all during trials. As usual, Grey Wolf gets messy after every battle. Wow, Melissa, you're strong, eh? You'll really be able to draw out the flavour of your Pokemon in that battle. The totem Pokemon bowed right down to you. Yes, even back at Whale Volcano Park, my vaunted Salazzle didn't stand a chance. Nor did the Wishy-Washy I trained so carefully. Alright, you've cleared all 3 of Akula's trials. You even managed to get through my trial, and I'd say it's a real doozy. Here, I have a gift for such an inspiring young trainer. A Z Crystal. One of these days I'll equip one of those on something other than a Magikarp. Let me show you how to use grass type emotes. You go like, grass. And then you do this stupid dance. Since you cleared my trial, I want you to help me train some Pokemon from here in the lush jungle. I have some nest balls. Looks like the Lantis didn't finish all the food. Oh, you guys want to try some? Have a bite. Kawaii. You too, Lana. If you insist. The flavor from the rare bone seems to fill my whole mouth. It tastes so good you might melt. Wait, is my tongue melting? It's spicy! Run away! What's wrong with you guys? Don't you have any taste? Ugh, keep your feet on the ground. You're heading off to Livia's for the grand trial. Alright, let's figure out what's in the Lush Jungle. Oh, hey, it's the masked, Royal. That was his name. Oh, yeah, what's the sweet smell I smell drifting my way? Could it be a tasty Mallows special? I hear you cleared Mallow's trial, yeah? Alright then, I got a present for you. Little TM right here is Smart Strike, a move that will never miss. Isn't that cool? There'll be all kinds of discoveries and new experiences to make your adventure brighter. There's a facility, yeah, I want you to go there on your island challenge. The Dimensional Research Lab. Get over there with extreme speed! Well, that's kind of creepy and horrifying, but, you know, whatever. Hey there! Guess I should congratulate you on clearing all 3 of Akala Island's trials. Congrats! Looks like it's time for you to take on the Kahuna Olivia's grand trial. Olivia's an expert user of rock type. You're going to want to catch some grass type. Whenever you're ready, come see me at the Dimensional Research Lab. Oh, yeah! Yeah, that's not happening. We need to get our terrible team of Pokemon back. I don't know if I do, Jonotrino. Let's see, I've got a water, a grass, another grass. We're about to check, Little Billy. But first I want to get my team back in position. So, Lore Runner, you are still useless and worthless. Get the hell out of my thing. Grey Wolf, you were actually pretty cool. You go there. You go there. You go there. You go there. Malachor is, of course, better and needs to be in the front. Lord Mordor, Lore Digger. Who else were we leveling? Oh yeah, we were leveling Running with Grace, but it needs to be nighttime for him. Sure, Lurker. I actually think it's time to get Joe Neutrino in the party. Oh ho. Actually, it's not. But soon. Okay, so everything we have. Here's the Lore Throne. We'll start with that. Lore Giver as Delibird. Dragon Cat as Raticate. Brightside as Gumshoes. Ultimate Paradox as Ledian. Banoth as Auricorio. Lore Dude as Furo. Kyphrin as Tauros. Zeiss as a plain Eevee. Permeus as a Hariyama. Lore Runner as a disgusting, worthless, terrible Pokemon. Sean 73 as Carbink. The Lore Wobbler as Spinda. Sylveon. Nothing I can do about that. M. Sonda as a Gyarados. Grey Wolf as the Toucanon. Deacon as the Butterfree. Deutsch as the Alomomola. Deutsch as the Masquerain. Codex as the Leafeon. Over here, in Lortel, we've got Meadfist as the Wishy-Washy. Feelgood as the Rabombi. Deutsch as the Araquanid. Currently leveling, we have Malachor, the Poliwrath. Injato, the Politoad. Lord of Mordor, the whatever Mankey turns into. Lore Digger, the Dugtrio. Meadfist, the Hypno. Zawun, the Machamp. Running with Grace, the Rockruff. Pyrophosphate, the Parasect. Star Wars, the Stuffle. Scottish, for Scottish Warrior, for Chinchou. Roy Ting for the Cubone. Joe Neutrino for the Morlul. Volcanto for the Growlithe. Clone for the Misdreavus. Lore Nibbler for the Chargebug. Aerosol for the Crabrawler, excuse me. Little Billy for the Petalil. Rodden for, that's a Flareon. Epsilon for the Gengar. Lore Rocker for the, whatever that turns into. Arceus for the Alakazam. Dyscrasia, well, you don't even know that one. Corrales for the Raichu. Mizojo for the Snorlax. Nicolas for the... I don't remember what Jigglypuff turns into, but whatever that is. Roximus for the Umbreon. Galtori for the Persian. Braguin for the Crobat. Coffee Powered for the Tentacruel. Diokana for the Finneon. Spirit of Memory for the Salamence, I think. Leander for the Mudbray. Diokana for the Magnemite. Are those literally like right next to each other? They are. Caspian for the Goldeen, or the Seedring. Lordog for the Stupid. Luslins for the Psyduck. Roaring Metalman for Fomantis. Micarus for the Fletchling. Deutsch for the Dartrix. Which is also the Rowlet. Malaeus for the Slowpoke. Tom RP for the Magby. And Black Salamander for the Salandit. Oh, hang on, one more thing. My only Pokemon that levels at 40, which is Dark's Monster for the Volibeye. Apparently, Dio. Wigglytuff, that's it. Ooh. Alright, let's see what's in this area, shall we? So... let's see what we can catch in the lush jungle, shall we? Oh, geez, that's a lot of things we don't have. So we've got... Oh, actually, no. Wait, yes, that's 3 things we don't have. Bonsly, which is Pseudo-Wudo. Comfy, which is the necklace thing. Oranguru, excuse me. Oranguru, I don't even know what that is. That might be it. Nope. Well, hang on. There's a couple more. I'm reading through the whole list here. There's a lot of Pokemon here. There's a Pinsir here. That's in North, specifically. Hang on. Do we need... Honestly. It's not there, so we need the Bonsly from there. Then we need to go north to get the Pinsir. And looks like that's actually it. Also, cast form only shows up as an SOS in this area. How's that for fun? What's it? Oh, never mind. That's sun only. Okay, okay. So we need to go to... West, that's 5%. Hang on. Each of these areas has a different thing. Okay, so I want to be in south and then north, it looks like, to get all 3 of these. Asimon, Comfy, Bosley, and... where's the north area? And Pinsir. Okay, so we got 4 guys to capture in this area. Okay, that should be fun. Actually, maybe I can buy Ultra Balls finally. I do have Nest Balls, though. Oranguru is in north at 5%, but we're actually going to be hunting him at south at also 5%. So, north and south, it is in both. Hey, if I could buy quick balls, then I would. Hey, I could finally buy ultra balls. About frickin' time. Just in case, since I'm really low on those. Let's be honest, ultras are basically the bread and butter of Pokeballs. We all know this. And yeah, Comfy will be Sugar Bell, which is appropriate when you think about it. Sugar Bell will be the... What is it frickin' called? The circle thing that is. I've had them. I've been to Maui. I've been to Maui twice, actually. Oh, the second clerk has quick balls. Y'all suck. Alright, Malachor, I want you to not lose to this Caterpie. This level 20 Caterpie. Think about that for a moment. Think about when a Caterpie turns into a Butterfree. And think about the fact that this is a level 20 Caterpie. Just let that sink into your brain for a minute. I think a Wreath was what I was thinking of, but Lay is probably the correct term. Pretty much after we finish this, or probably in the middle of this, depending on how bad our RNG is, we're probably going to cut off for the night, so just a heads up. In fact,